Welcome to In the Community and Beyond. My name is Jameson and I'm going to interview Mr. Mayor Walsh. I interviewed Mayor Walsh because I wanted to find out what it took to become a mayor. During the interview, I also found out that he was related to me. My first question for him was, did your dad have any effect on what you wanted to be when you grew up? His answer for me was not necessarily, but because, as you can see, I ended up being a beer truck driver and a banker. My second question for him was, what made you want to have anything to do with construction when your dad was an attorney? His answer to me was, it was a necessity and the jobs paid enough for me to cover the bills. My third question for him was, do you think having a finance degree from Creighton will help you with the budget in Council Bluffs? If so, why? His response was, yes, because having a planned budget and sticking to it is going to be easier. Also, whatever is on the budget has to be turned into the state. I learned that Mayor Walsh had funded his campaign mostly by individual donations during his campaign. He also raised around $60,000. Mayor Walsh said that one of the hardest things about his campaign was having to walk around neighborhoods because it was a lot compared to just a stroll in the park. Mayor Walsh said that it was his plan to be mayor and it had took a lot longer than it was expected. And he also thought he had a lot of background information, so he thought it would become a little easier to be elected. My seventh question for him was, do you think you are going to be a strong mayor with a weak council or weak mayor with a strong council? His answer for me was, hand in hand, new council members would do a better job, but new mayors would take a while to get up on the job. My eighth question for him was, how do you think you're going to do in the office, making those hard decisions? His answer for me was, I think I will do pretty good. We have annual turnover in staff. The key to good leadership is having good people to work with you. My ninth question for him was, what do you think the hardest decisions will be? His answer for me was, there are still many to come. The hardest part so far has been firing and having to hire people, because if you fire them, you'll never know what they'll say about you. My 10th question for him was, what are you going to do to make Council Bluffs a better place? His answer for me was, getting jobs to pay a good enough salary that will pay for your family. My last question for him was, do you think you will run for mayor's second term? If so, why? And if not, why? His answer for me was, well, I hope so, and the only reason I say this is because I'm too old to retire. In the end, I learned that mayors have a lot of responsibilities. Also, mayors have to do a lot of hard things like firing and hiring people. Thank you for watching In the Community and Beyond. I hope you enjoyed.